What's going on, Z Nation, and welcome to another edition of ZSPN. I'm your host, Zaid here, and today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Orlando Magic tonight. But before anything, like always, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share my videos all over Facebook, Twitter, all the good social media stuff. And guys, like always, please be sure to like my page on Facebook, ZSPN, and also follow me on Twitter at ZSPN_sports. Like always, I'll leave the links into the description of this video so you guys can check out my social media sites, and of course, subscribe to the channel will be much appreciated. Guys, let's just get right into it with this loss that the Lakers suffered against the Orlando Magic out of all teams. It's there's a lot of emotions when it comes to this particular game, and as of right now, the Lakers just broke their 9-game winning streak with this loss. So obviously, it's not the end of the world. The Lakers are still leading the Western Conference, number one in the Western Conference. So no harm, no foul about that. But guys, when it comes to this game, let's just get right into it. The first and second quarter was kind of a disappointment for the Lakers. I was kind of hoping for them to basically take over when it comes to this particular team, but unfortunately, it just wasn't the case. But they did come back. They did come back in the third and fourth quarter. There was a moment in the game when they were like up by maybe 2 points at one point, but unfortunately, it just wasn't enough to basically stop this Magic team, and that all has to do with defense. There was some moments in this game where the Lakers, just really wasn't focused when it came to playing a solid defense out there, and there were some mistakes that were made. I mean, a lot of fouls when it comes to like in the final 2 minutes left into the game, and that all has to do with the KCP, and like I said, it has to do with defense. I mean, half the time when the Lakers scored and they got a huge lead at one point, because it kind of looked like the Lakers were going to win the game. At one point, there was a Magic player that just came out of nowhere and just shot a three, and it just kind of made me sink a little bit because we had the win, but unfortunately it just wasn't the case. And I will say this though, about the Lakers. I mean, they tried to win this game and extend their winning streak into 10-game winning streak, but unfortunately, it just wasn't the case. And when it's all said and done, like I said, it's not the end of the world. I mean, the Lakers will come back from this, and I believe they're going to play against the Houston Rockets, so that's a team to really look forward to. It's going to be on a Saturday, I believe, but at the end of the day, hopefully Anthony Davis returns by then. This is his 4 games being out, so hopefully he recovers very soon in the next, maybe, I think it's 2 days, so, no, 3 days. So it's hopefully a speedy recovery for Anthony Davis. But overall, like I said, let's just get right into it. When it came to some positive for the Los Angeles Lakers tonight, and that all has to do with the bench. Unbelievably talented bench that just stepped up out there tonight. Troy Daniels, with his shooting ability that he was well known for throughout his career now, shooting those threes, and obviously the Lakers signed him for a reason because he does those type of stuff. And I believe he had, I believe maybe like 17 points out there tonight. So he stepped up very well off the bench. And when it came to like KCP, yeah, sure. There was a time in the 2 minutes left into the game that he kept on, making mistakes, and also I believe he made a foul that kind of changed the course of the Lakers basically taking this win. So there was some mistakes, but at the end of the day, he had 17 points as well. So he showed a lot of confidence off the bench, but at the end of the day, he just made some mistakes there. So Just a solid performance when it came to that. So solid performance for KCP. The guy who I really want to talk about is Quinn Cook. He just shot like crazy out there tonight. And guys, this is the Lakers we're talking about. The Lakers are not well known when it comes to shooting threes. I mean, sure, they have the talent to pull it off, but at the end of the day, they're not like an elite, shooting three type of team. So when it came to that particular moment, I mean, the Lakers stepped up when it came to shooting those threes out there tonight. And Quinn Cook was one of them. I mean, he was the main factor for the Lakers to, have a solid, performance. And it showed when the game was over, when he shot the three and just basically finishing on a hard note, even though they lost. So I'm glad that, at that particular moment, the Lakers wanted to, I guess, make a statement that, yeah, even though we lost, we're not going to end up, this way and, end up, being down by 5 points. I mean, we're going to be down by 1 point, that type of scenario. And that's how I saw it. And that all has to do with, Quinn Cook and his ability to shoot. And it kind of showed out there tonight. And some people might say, if Alex Caruso didn't get injured by that player who, I forgot who it was, but that he basically got elbowed to the mouth, maybe things would have been different. Maybe the Lakers would have had a better chance of winning tonight, but that's another argument for another day. And also some people might say if we had Anthony Davis on the court, it was a done deal for the Lakers to win that game against the Orlando Magic. But that's another theory for another day. But when it came all said and done, Quinn Cook stepped up in a huge way for the Los Angeles Lakers when it came to shooting those threes out there tonight. And we have to give some credit out there to LeBron James as well. I believe he had 19 points out there tonight. I think he had 18, maybe 20 assists out there tonight. And I might be wrong with this, but I believe this is his career high. I'm not even so sure about that, but if it is true, kudos to LeBron James being that assist maker out there tonight and really helping the Lakers at times when it came to taking a lead at one point, it just showed that LeBron also wanted to win this game against the Orlando Magic, but it just wasn't enough for the Lakers to pull it off, and that's basically the lack of aggressive defense against Orlando, and that was just the main reason, and that was those fouls. Those fouls was really not helping the Lakers in the final, like maybe 2 minutes left into the game, and it could have been worse. I mean, yeah, sure, first and second quarter, the Lakers didn't step up at all. But the third and fourth, they came back, and especially in the fourth quarter in a huge way. But, not aggressively. But at the end of the day, hopefully, the Lakers will bounce back from this. I know, knowing the Lakers, they will bounce back from this. It's not a huge deal, and obviously, when it's all said and done, this is the Lakers we're talking about, and with a healthy team, they will, win us games in a huge way, and hopefully, this is not like a huge. I guess a huge deal for the Lakers, but hopefully, they look at some. The tapes and potentially, the return of Anthony Davis, and hopefully the injury to Alex Caruso's mouth is not anything, dramatic. I mean, it's just an elbow to his mouth, so hopefully it's not anything like too hasty about his about that injury that he suffered. But hopefully he'll be ready to go against the Houston Rockets, and I believe it's on Saturday because I think the Lakers have 2 games off. So I might be right with that, but I'll put the exact scheduling for the Lakers so you guys can check them out. I believe it's on Saturday, so looking forward to that. But other than that, guys, please comment down below. Give me your thoughts about tonight's game against the Orlando Magic. Do you think the Lakers would have won this game without the fouls and the lack of aggressive defense? Personally, I believe it would have been a much different path for the Lakers to take this win. Because, guys, I mean, just to be honest, I mean, there was moments where the Lakers would have won the game, but there was just a lot of mistakes that were made in the final 2 minutes. I mean, with KCP fouling a player for them to extend a win just by maybe 1 or 2 points, and then it just went downhill with them shooting threes, and the Lakers did come back with threes themselves, but it's just wasn't enough for them to pull it off. And kudos tonight, like I said, to Quinn Cook. He stepped up for the Lakers in a huge way, shooting those threes, and we witnessed that at the end of the game by him shooting that three for the buzzer. So obviously, we had to give Quinn Cook a lot of credit for that. Even though it did not seal the Lakers the win, it was just basically a hard statement to the Orlando Magic that we will, even though we lost, we will finish strong. So that's why I loved, that particular moment. But it just would have been nice if the Lakers won that game against the Orlando Magic. But it's not the end of the world. They're still leading the Western Conference, #1, and they're still a talented team, and I'm very glad actually that the bench stepped up in a huge way. And when it comes to the rest of the Lakers squad, like JaVale McGee, yeah, he had his moment making that huge block that was just ruthless against the Orlando Magic player. I forgot who it was, but it was a great performance on JaVale McGee's end. But overall, like Kyle Kuzma, Avery Bradley, and Danny Green, they just didn't step up out there tonight. And I think it would have been a huge, change of pace if they would have stepped up out there tonight. But unfortunately, it just wasn't the case. And I was just very surprised at the lack of performance from those particular players, but hopefully that changes when they play against the Houston Rockets, I believe on Saturday. But like I said, I'll put the right scheduling. I believe it's on Saturday. I'm not so sure. I think it's either Friday or Saturday. But like I said, I'll put the right scheduling so you guys will know, and personally for me to know. So hopefully. The Lakers just bring the A game on that particular day. So, guys, please comment down below, like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video. Please give me your thoughts about, the Lakers' performance out there tonight, what you liked, what you disliked, and do you think the Lakers would have won this game, if some of the players just stepped up, when it came to starting-wise, or do you think the lack of not having Anthony Davis on the floor, maybe the Lakers would have won, or maybe Alex Caruso, if he didn't get injured to his mouth, maybe he would have helped out the Lakers defensively? I mean, there's a lot of scenarios that would have happened that the Lakers would have won out there tonight. But, unfortunately, it just wasn't the case. And hopefully things will turn around. And I believe they will. And when it just have a positive note for Laker fans. I mean, this is the Los Angeles Lakers we're talking about, and when it comes to them winning games, they have a much better opportunity to pull it off, and I have a lot of confidence for the Los Angeles Lakers to pull it off. So, guys, please comment down below, like, subscribe to the channel, share my videos all over Facebook, Twitter, all the good social media stuff, and like always. Like all my social media sites, Facebook, ZSPN, and of course, Twitter at ZSPN_sports. Like I said in the beginning, I'll leave the links in the description of this video so you guys can check them out. And I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy.